Well, I'm finally getting around to spending just a little bit of time working on my 71 Charger because I need to get this out for sale. This is 71. 73. Fooled ya. It looks like a 71, doesn't it? So this is a 73 rust-free Charger out of California. I've had this thing for several years. I was going to build it for my son. I have a 383 for it, a fresh transmission. I haven't got the motor put together yet, but it's all fresh. And too many motor builds ahead of it. I just, plain and simple, I got too many projects. I got to cut bait on this one. So it's going to go out of here reasonably priced. Not high, not low, reasonably. And it has a parts car goodies that's going with it too. So there's going to be a lot of explaining going on here. I guess I might as well start on that. But the focus of this was I found a way to put a 71 grill in a 73, and they said, oh no, it can't be done. The bumpers are different. Well, yeah, but the brackets aren't that different. I'll explain in a bit. So let's go over this thing a little bit. Power brakes. The isolator suspension system that is in this Charger has really good bushings, so there's no point in doing anything with it. All the steering components look really good. We are going to get this car on the hoist for pictures for Facebook, hopefully later today, because it needs to go away. It is a power steering car, automatic on the column, which of course you can do whatever you want with that, but it is a bench seat car, and it appears that it is maybe an air conditioning car. Not sure. A heater box is out of it. But the good news is the other car has a heater box and a wiring harness, because you notice that that's not here either. That's actually in the car. We'll get to that. So anyway, let's just do a quick walk around on this. I got centerline rims all the way around. I got some brand new tires. Well, they only got like a year on them when I had them on a different vehicle. So has this really, oh, well, there's that and that. But it's a seat, and it's funky. And the back seat's just as funky. It's my camera doing the weird thing there and the lighting in the shop. It's not bizarrely stained like blood spatter. But there's the floor. I mean, damn. Solid. Very solid floor, very solid car. Passenger side's no different. Oh, speaking of the wiring harness for underneath the hood. But to give you an idea, this is a very solid car. Trunk is the same way. And there's oodles and oodles of stuff. Now, this is the stock speedometer, which is dumpster fodder. In my personal opinion, it's not going to end up going in here. I will probably just throw it away. I'll rob out of it anything that looks usable and pitch it. Pretty much hate this gay steering wheel. It's not my thing. I don't like these things. This steering column got taken apart for some reason or another. I assumed that the guy was trying to figure out how to make this work and didn't have the right horn kit, or is a blithering idiot. So not too sure where that is at, but I've done enough steering column work where I'll probably put this together. The other car has the steering column as well, so additional parts if I need something. And I think it's got a stock steering wheel. This dashboard has been gutted of all of its important goodies, and I don't care, because the other car has a rally dash. I'll get to that when we go out and see the car. I just wanted to point out that this car isn't in too bad a shape. Oh, I just love the Frankenstein armrest. That wouldn't hurt at all if you hit your elbow on that. I don't know why people do these things, but there is more of these and more of these in the trunk of this car. And I believe there's more of these, and I do have a broom. The other car's a broom. Broham. It's a Broham with chrome mirrors. Yeah, there's a pair of them out there too. But the car itself is in really remarkable shape. I did strip all the black paint off the front bumper and all the black paint off the rear bumper, so they're just going chrome. If I was going to do this car for my kid, I was going to take and put a Hemi-Dart hood scoop on it, which I do happen to have one of those in stock. And I was going to put a Hemi-Dart hood scoop on it and probably black out the hood. Not this hood. This is junk. I have 3 hoods. One very nice one. One so nice that you could cut a hole in it for a hood scoop. And we'll get to that. So, I'm briefly going to explain what I did here. So this is, okay, there's a bunch of brackets. There's an outside bracket, which ironically, the screw holes lined up perfectly. I'll just go with this side. On this, those 2 screws lined up perfectly. Was really shocked. Then, there's supposed to be 2 brackets in here. Okay, there's a bracket like this one. This is your outside bracket, I believe. Yeah, it goes in there like so, I think. Yeah, this is the center one. This goes in here like so. Okay? Well, delete. So, and then you have a bracket that looks just like this. Okay? So, you want to take these cute little dealies out of here because you don't need to leave them in there. We'll be removing those. And these are a classic example of why I acid dip stuff. Because if I acid dip this overnight, this would be a brand new piece of metal. Well, less the obvious pitting would still be, that would still be there. Might even be bigger holes. Maybe I shouldn't dip it. Anyway, for what I need to do to get this car ready to go, it's immaterial. So, as you can see, these are sitting right up against there now, and the grill is pretty much in perfect position for this. And how I got this to work, this bracket to work, now this bracket is actually supposed to be for over here in a 73 and 4, okay? So we just shifted this bracket over because 4 screws is enough to hold a grill in. Especially the way these things are made. They're made tough. So what you do, I just talked to just sent Jamie at Dead Dodge Garage a text on this too, because this is something that we've talked about before. Is I took and cut right along here and cut this away, which I will pull that bracket out of there so you can see that later on. But that's basically all I did, was took that bracket for over there, shifted it over to here, did that, and then what I will do is I have very long drill bits, and I will drill a couple of holes in this, so, and then get it started with screws, machine screws, not wood screws, but which you would normally use for this type of thing, but I'll use machine screws over here, and I will get it threaded, and so the screws screw right into this panel. Now, as for this panel mounting, well, it would have normally mounted like this with 2 holes, but we're only going to be using one of them, and you get to drill a hole right here on the top and on the bottom, and it uses the same bolts. So, easy peasy. Takes about an hour to do per side. So a couple hours out of your life, and you've got a 71 grill in a 73 or 4. So that's how easy that can happen. It's a whole lot easier than trying to find all the 71 stuff and trying to get the bumper and doing all that if you have perfectly beautiful chrome like this, you know. And I'll show you the other car. So let's wander outside. And hopefully it won't be too awfully windy. It's a little chilly today. And I have a million things to do and should not even be working on this, but this car has to leave because something else needs to go in its place. This is my high quality, almost rust-free. This mirror, it looks a little saggy, but it's awful popcorned, but it's still a chrome mirror. It's better than no mirror, and the glass is good, so there you go. That'll go with it. This is the hood that I would that I would entertain chopping a hole in it. It's pretty straight. Doesn't have a whole lot of rust. Oh, I hate that. There we go. Ugh. So it's not bad up here. No, wait. No, well, it's, yeah, that's bad. So I guess I'll have to use the one of the other hoods, but it doesn't have any kinks in it, which is really important. These things are so ridiculously long. The hinges would freeze up. They would kink. There's an extra master cylinder. All the heater goodies that you could ever want, need, or desire are there. The parts that the kid cut off out in California, the ears that he cut off for the big block to go in there. He was going to do a Schumacher conversion kit thing, and Schumacher, back then, Schumacher got weird and never, they stopped producing stuff. So that's why I bought this car, is to get these mounts. Now these are very easy. Just match them up, cut them off exactly how the other ones are cut off, and weld them in. Piece of cake for me. Maybe not for other people, but for me, easy. So I'm on the fence whether I'm actually going to do that or just cut those out of there. I'm going to take the isolator frame out of this thing anyway, so that's going to be all separated. There is also a set of big block torsion bars that can be put into that car depending on what a guy wants to do. Those will go with the car. So if the guy's gonna drag race it, he probably want to leave the 360 and or 318. I don't know what that car was. I never looked it up. But it's a small block car, that much I can tell you. So if a guy wanted to put these big block torsion bars in, he could. If he's going to drag race it, more than likely he's not going to want those in there anyway because of weight transfer. So if you're going to make a race car out of a deal, this chrome mirror is what's missing on that car for sure, and this is definitely going to go on it. Let's see. Well, I don't think this door wants to open because there's probably some pinching going on, but that's irregardless, because there is a very nice stock steering wheel and all the right stuff for that, and a very, very nice rally dash, which this will all be coming out of there. There appears to be some minor cracking going on here on the dash pad, like one spot here, one spot there, but overall it's in really remarkable shape. So it's a win, and it is the SE Brougham stuff, and there's interior goodies. You know, you could run those door panels if you wanted to, because again, whatever's left over on this husk of a car is gonna go. Eventually I'll just cut the roof section off of it, sell the roof section, and throw the rest in the scrap steel pile. So just to give you a brief overview of what's here, this is a really nice front bumper too. So there's a few boo-boos I see. A little bit of, I don't know how bad this is, but looks to be scraped. So the other bumper's nicer, but an extra bumper is not a bad thing. So there's that. Let's see if we can get a better shot of the dash through this side. Oh, this door opens perfectly. And as you can see, a long time ago, there's actually a video out there of me loading this on one of my trailers to move it. And went to hook onto it, got stuck on the trailer because of the cross member, and went to hook onto the back end and tore the whole floor out all the way to the firewall. That was a case of oops. So let's have a oops. let's have a gander at this dash side to side. It's, other than the antenna there, it is really, really nice. Ashtray is missing, but that could be in the trunk, not sure. But the cool thing is the whole 440 big block wiring harness is in this car. Everything that you need to plug and play. Plus the wiring harness that goes to the back, as you can see, is over there, which I don't know how much of that's left, but just the fact is plug and play, because all the stuff that goes to the back would be all the same in that particular year. Someone asked if the headliner was good. Does that answer your question? But these are really nice. So, I don't know. I'll probably take them out. Basically, I'm going to take everything out of this car that's good. And, oh, a Harley badge. Got to pay extra for that. So everything that's good in this car basically is going to come out of this car, be donated to the other car. That was the whole sole purpose. I bought this car specifically for 2 reasons. One, the rally dash, which is really sad that it's all hacked for a stereo, but that's so common, it's unreal. If a guy's building a daily driver like we were going to do, we don't care. Because my son would have put a stereo in it. But the car's too big for what he wants, so I told him, fine, I'll get you a Duster. That's what you want. So I bought him a Duster. And that's a whole nother story of a nightmare of a business deal that went horribly wrong. So the second reason that I bought this car, well, actually, there's got to be 3. So it's the dash, the wiring harness, and the motor mounts. So those are the 3 main reasons I bought this car. So everything else, I'm going to repurpose stuff. I probably put this sway bar setup in my Fury, if it's adaptable in that way, or I'll use components of it, and I'll make a sway bar mount for the Fury, or I'll, the whole isolator front end is going to come out from underneath this thing anyway with a cutting torch. So that's how that's coming apart. And like I said, there's just not going to be anything left of this thing once I take everything out of it. Like the wiper, motor, all the mechanisms from that. I mean, I'll meticulously take everything apart. So there's extra stuff. You can never have enough stuff. Ooh, what's this? The biggest log chain I've ever seen in my life. How in the hell did that get in there, and what's the story behind this? That meant something to somebody at one point in time, I would assume. But just a brief overview. I didn't really want to spend a real long time on this car. Like I said, mostly rust-free. Aerated floor. Kind of missing bits. So, yeah. So that's kind of what's going on with that thing. And inside my trailer, I've got other hoods. But the valance on the back of this car is just so beautiful. And I got to finish cleaning up the rear bumper on this thing yet too. And I know I have an extra rear bumper for this with taillights in it too. Oh, yeah, it is currently titled and plated, entitled in my name and plated. So, clear, wonderful, no headaches kind of titles. That's the way we like it. No headaches. The guy had stickers all over this thing. And, of course, some paint got chipped off trying to peel off a sticker. So, sorry about that. I would repaint from the doors forward on this thing if I kept it anyway. The rear quarters, probably leave that be. But he had, went all NASCAR thinking. He thought he was going to be Mr. NASCAR guy. That was the kid out in California. Also, he blacked out all the chrome, which, if you use Citrus Strip, you can pretty much citrus dip and a pressure washer, you can take all this stuff off and restore it back to its former glory. They didn't do anything stupid and cut anything off or do anything dumb like that. Like I said, there's a ton of interior stuff in the trunk of this car. So, I mean, there's got to be at least 2 car interiors in this thing. As a matter of fact, as long as I'm running my mouth about what it is and what it ain't, I might also open up the trunk so you can see that. If I can figure out this whole key switch situation. I had a problem with this the other day. I really hate the horse crap stuff that was going on here and why they didn't bolt the steering column back in this car. Very irritating. Very. It's a pain in the butt to move around, and I'm going to be fixing all that. Yep, small part, put it in upside down. There we go. Trunk lid opens perfectly, no creaking, no weird. See? Fast car. Interior stuff. For all the back seat, there's got to be at least 2 sets of stuff for that. There's green ones and tan ones and black ones and extra bumper thingies. And here appears to be more grill stuff, which is weird. I'm going to be looking into that because that's almost like a 71. That's interesting. I didn't even know that was back here until just this minute. So, kind of makes me wonder what these used to go to because of the holes that are put in it. Maybe he had the same idea I did. I'm not sure. Maybe I went to all that extra work for no apparent reason. Wouldn't that be just stupid? Well, crazier stuff has happened in my life. And ironically, oh wow, even a auxiliary plug-in block heater missing things. So, yeah, I'm going to look into all this before I get too rambunctious here with the rest of the cutting and the whacking and the hacking, because I didn't even know this stuff existed. Because if this is the 71 stuff, which it appears to have the bolt pattern correct for that. So, I don't know. It's definitely much different than what's in there at the moment. And we'll go take a gander at that. But you get to see what was in the trunk. Like I said, this car is going to go out of here at a real reasonable price. Yeah, just short of 10K. Because it's a driver. It's got everything you need to put it together and make it go vroom. So, and as a matter of fact, I even think there's a set of headers too, if memory serves. Okay, so this is the stock brackets. I don't know how in the hell those work with that. No idea. So I guess these are relatively useless for what we're doing. Because they're not going to go from here. Jesus Christ, what the hell do these go in? I don't know what these go in, but they're huge. I'm going to stick with my original plan. I don't know what the hell these do. These are so much bigger than those. So, yeah, I'm going to do some sniffing here and looking around and see what's going on here and try to figure all this out before I get too rambunctious and what fits what. But as it stands at this moment, I have enough pieces where I built brackets, or I'm in the process of finishing it up, building brackets for the 71 grill to go in this car. This car looks uber sexy with the 71 grill in it. I absolutely detest 73 and 4 grills. They are the ugliest thing ever. Some people might like them, but I'm not one of those people. Just to give you an idea, get this hood to sit down right. Just squat down there. This hood is really a piece of trash, to be very honest. It's buckled right here. It's just a piece of trash. Like I said, I got good stuff. So, but I mean, if I can get back far enough, if you guys can see this, I mean, damn, what a huge visual difference going to a 71 grill in these cars. It just really, it's not painted correctly either. Guy could do whatever he wants at this point. You know, I've seen a lot of guys do various different accents and stuff like that with the black and silver and really make some neat stuff. They just have everything going for them, in my opinion. There's no chunks knocked out of the grill. It's even got the little thing for the, you can put the charger on there or RT or whatever. You can see the silver paint underneath that. But someone, if I was doing this, I'd probably get some of that black paint off there and leave the trim around the outside. I kind of like that. And then have this piece in here will be silver. That's the way I would do that, I believe. So, but I'm not keeping it. I got too many other cars, too many other projects going, and I'm not getting enough stuff done this summer because I have so much boat build stuff going on here at the shop too, and that's the bread and butter around here, other than my personal addiction with cars. So, and of course, there's a reason. It's because I bought something else. So, I'm always buying something. I always get some idea that I'm going to do something, go buy something else, but this last purchase is going to be, it's kind of the holy grail car for me. So, and I'm not letting the cat out of the bag. You'll find out soon enough. And you're going to go, you did what? So, anyway, this is a 27-minute video on this 73 Charger. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to drop it as it is. I'm not going to edit nothing. It's shot it on the fly. That's what's going on in the shop right now for a side project after hours. And it's time for you to go bye-bye. Find a new home. Fly away. So, anyway, I'll have my email in the description if you want to contact me about the car and find out more. Or we can negotiate a peaceful settlement with your wallet. Just sign the damn checkbook and bring it here. Talk to you soon, I hope. And like and subscribe if you like this silliness. I have a lot of fun doing it. Take care.